welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday at 7 AM. So if you love recipe videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my simple burgers. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious simple burgers. Now this recipe, as it says in the title, is very simple. We love burgers in this house. My husband and son are huge fans and I really enjoy making them and experimenting with different flavours and textures and things. And recently I wanted to know how to make a flatter burger. When I make burgers, I normally make them quite bulbous, so I wanted to flatten them out. So I went online and I had a little look and I discovered a few interesting things which I will talk about in the video, but I wanted to see if I could make them flatter and thinner as well, and I have managed that. I've done a blog post which I will link in the description box below for you. So I thought that we'd have these for dinner this evening, and of course while I was making them I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious simple beef burgers. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soak some ground flaxseed. So I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of ground flaxseed into a bowl like so. And then I'm just going to add a bit of water. Was that 3 or 4? I'm just going to do 1 small one as well. And then I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of water, maybe a bit more, I'm not sure. I'll just see how that is first. And then I'm going to leave these to soak for about 5 minutes. And this is going to act like an egg consistency. So this is what will hopefully hold the burger together. I'm doing this rather than using egg. I'm alright on egg and so is my family. But sometimes I just like to change things up. And as I said, experiment with different flavours and textures and things. And flaxseed works really well as an alternative to egg, so I thought I'd give it a try in a burger and it worked so well that I've kept it in. So I'm just going to leave this to soak now. My flaxseed egg has been sitting for about 5 minutes now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the minced beef that I've put into a bowl here. So I've got about 500 grams of minced beef. This is going to serve 2 adults and 1 little one, but it will make a spare burger. So normally this will serve 4 people quite easily as well. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs to this as well. So that's about a teaspoon, I'd say. And then I've got some tomato puree. Ooh! If I don't drop the lid, hang on a minute. So yes, I've got some tomato puree that I'm going to put in here as well. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrunch all of these ingredients together with my hands. And I will probably use a bit of salt and pepper as well, which I've forgotten as always, so we'll go away again in a minute. But you want all the ingredients to be well mixed into the mincemeat, so even if you have to get both hands in, then that's okay. Just do it, as the advert says. So yeah, I'm just going to scrunch this together like so. And everything looks well mixed in there. So I'm just going to go and get some salt and pepper. So I've got my salt and pepper, so I'm just going to add a pinch of salt to my meat, like so. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper as well. I've slightly dampened my hands as well to be able to make the burgers. When you dampen your hands, the meat doesn't get stuck to your hands as much. So I'm just going to scrunch again, yeah. If you can see here, the meat isn't really getting stuck to my hands. So I'm going to scrunch again, and then I'm going to divide the mixture into 4, and then I'm going to roll it up like a burger. like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to flatten it out. So you can do this between your hands. My dad had a burger making machine when I was a kid. I don't know what happened to it. It seems to have disappeared now, but it was brilliant. It used to make the most perfect burgers. And then to keep the burger flat in the oven, you just put a dimple in the middle, and that will hold the burger down, hopefully. So I'll just show you that again. If you just flatten it out in your hands like so, and then once it's flat, you can put it on a plate like that, and then you just put a dimple in the middle. And I'm just going to repeat this process now until I've finished using up all of the minced beef. That's the burgers made, and I'm off to store these in the fridge now. So I've made these in the morning, and then I'm going to cook them off this evening when we want to eat them. And that's the beauty of these burgers. You can make them in advance of a meal and store them in the fridge. All of the ingredients in these burgers is freezable as well, so you could make them 2 days in advance and just store them in the freezer. So yes, as I said, I'm off to put these in the fridge now. It's almost dinner time, so I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees. When I preheated my oven, I also put my baking tray into the oven as well. So my baking tray is really nice and hot, and my burgers have been in the fridge all day and they feel quite solid as well. So as soon as I put the burgers onto this hot plate, they will start cooking, and that's a great way to get the fat out and to make them really juicy, as I think I mentioned earlier. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to put these on my baking tray. You can also fry these if you want to, but I like to bake them in the oven. They are so tasty. And the great thing about Pampered Chef stoneware is it draws out the badness from the food and only leaves the goodness. So I'm just going to go and wash my hand now. And now I'm going to pop these into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. The burgers are done, so I'm going to take these out of the oven and leave them to rest for a little while. Just thought I'd cut into one of these burgers and show you how juicy it is on the inside. So that's the burger, and it's really juicy. So I'm going to serve these now, and we're going to have our dinner. That's how you make my simple burgers, and that recipe I will link in the description box below. As you can see, my husband and son are having theirs with burger buns, and I'm just having it on its own. It smells so good, I've got to go and eat it now. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.